At what point did you think that I want to come back? You know, because as you say, you had time away from the circus for the first time.
Yeah.
But I don't know, was it Melbourne, first race of the year that you thought, oh, I miss being there, or did it take a while?
No, it took me a while, to be honest. It took me a good 6 months. I wanted to come back to finish my career properly. But at the same time, I thought, you know, I mean, does it really matter? You know, if I don't get the right project, the right motivation to come back, I was not even going to consider it for a second.
Let's talk about that journey, because, you know, last year must have been tough, right? Like, you're there up against Max, the car is tricky to drive, you have people like me and all of us saying, come on, Checo, you know, you're half a second off, what's going on here?
You haven't been saying that much to the current ones, huh?
We have, because at the end of the day, I was just about to say, Yuki's even further away, Liam was further away.
Yeah.
You know, but you must have been on this journey when you look at it and go, does it feel like validation, vindication, that actually it's not an easy job being next to Max?
I think people, you know, from the outside, I don't like criticizing the drivers that they've been there, because I was in that position.
Yeah.
I know what exactly they're going through. The minute I signed my exit with Red Bull, when we come to an agreement, I knew that poor guy who comes here, you know, because managed to survive. It's a very difficult place. Obviously, being next to Max is very difficult, but being next to Max in Red Bull, it's something people don't understand, and there's so many things that I could tell you, but it's simply just a very difficult job for a driver. There is no driver that can survive there. You know, it doesn't matter if you bring Hamilton or Leclerc or whoever you bring there, it's going to struggle massively. It's a very unique driving style that you have to constantly be adapting to the needs of Max. Simple as that.
Even though you were in a tough position with the team, I always felt you and Max had a good relationship. He has respect for you, you have respect for him. Are you enjoying watching him come fight?
Yeah, I never expected that, you know. It was great to see him. I mean, Max has been basically the action of the year, you know. He's keeping everyone watching Formula One. Somehow they managed to transform the season, and now with McLaren messing around, I think he has a real chance of getting it done, and I think he's a driver that deserves the most this championship, because he's been driving phenomenally.
Do you think he'll win it?
I think so.
It's been 18 years since we first met in a cold pit garage in Silverstone. And one thing I've always seen about you is you always find a way to bounce back. How excited are you about coming back onto the grid?
I'm very excited, you know, because I believe that I still have a lot to give to the sport. I'm very, very lucky with the career I've had, but I want to finish it on a high. I believe that, you know, the last year has been difficult in my career, and I know how good I can be, you know, with the right environment around me. And I feel like people will be surprised, you know, on how competitive, how good I will be on my comeback. And I have that motivation already with me. So yeah, I feel like I have this final point to prove in my career, and make sure that I live whenever I want to.
You know, you've not driven a car for a little while. You don't, you know, you've got limited testing. How are you and the team getting ready for next year?
For me, I have a test with the team. We're going to be doing 2 days of testing in Imola, and it's to get together, basically mechanics, engineer, everyone to work together. Which also will help me, you know, to get back into a car before the test. And then it's early in January, you know, we have shakedowns and testing. Luckily next year there is a lot of testing before the first race, so I believe that I will be up to speed very quickly.
Listen, it's lovely to see you as always, and we can't wait. I can't wait to see how next season goes.
Thanks, Aaron. Good to see you.